What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Eagles Halftime Live. The Eagles are down 10-3 to the Indianapolis Colts. We're talking top takeaways, our quick reactions. Got my man Shane of the Painted Lions, Bleeding Green Nation at half and half underscore TPL. Give him a follow if you haven't already. What's going on, Shane?
Not much. Just suffering through another Eagles game. It seems like.
Man, where do we go from here? Let's just like quickly break down the first and second quarters because um, it started out really bad. It was just such a sloppy start on offense and defense for the Philadelphia Eagles. On the first defensive series, you saw James Bradbury miss a key tackle that turned into a big play for the Colts. On the other side, on the first offensive series for the Eagles, man, Grant Calcaterra had a bad holding penalty and on a 3rd and 1. And I thought Devontae Smith dropped a pretty nice pass from Jalen Hurts. And the mistakes just kept coming. On the second offensive series for the Birds, you saw Hurts and the offense go right down the field. And what happens? Back to back to back penalties puts the Eagles at a 1st and 35. The Eagles had 4 penalties for 35 yards in the first quarter, and they didn't stop in the second. There was a loss of 8 on a bad snap on 2nd and goal where like 3 players were also offsides. Just dumb mistakes left and right. You can't have success when you keep shooting yourself in the foot. Defensively, I thought the Eagles settled down really well in the second quarter. I'll just throw it to you, man. What's your quick reaction?
Yeah, people have wanted to talk about the defense a lot this week. The offense has scored 24 points in the last 6 quarters against 2 bad defenses. So the offense really needs to wake up. Like you said, the game starts bad with that first touchdown drive. The Colts haven't moved the ball since. The offense has been letting this team down over the last 2 weeks, and it's come from a lot of places. I talked about the impact of Dallas Goedert missing the game. Your first drive is killed by a penalty on Grant Calcaterra. Your second drive is killed by a penalty on Tyree Jackson. And I know there were 3 penalties, but at 2nd and 25, we got 18 yards. And there's another, or 1st and 25, excuse me, got 18 yards to A.J. Brown, and that was taken off by a penalty on Tyree Jackson. And then you get Jason Kelsey in on the act with another bad snap. So the offense shot itself in the foot the first few drives. That last drive, why are you going 13 personnel on 3rd and 2 with 3 bad tight ends? Just stop it. Why would you not have A.J. Brown on the field? Why is Miles Sanders not on the field? Why are you not spreading? The Eagles are horrific running the ball out of 13 personnel when Dallas Goedert's healthy. Just knock it off. I don't want to see these tight ends on the field that much.
Yeah. Let's look at some quick stats here so far. The Eagles have 8 first downs compared to the Colts 7. They have more total yards. Third down wise, it's basically a wash. The Colts have 72 rushing yards, which was like the storyline heading into this game. How are they going to slow down Jonathan Taylor? And they've done a really good job. I mean, you look at, especially on first down, the Eagles got gashed on that first series on first down for like 46 yards on the first series. After that, I'm looking at my numbers here. You had a run for no gain, a run for 3, a run for 1. Like they haven't been getting anything with Jonathan Taylor on first downs. A lot of us were concerned about manageable third downs for the Colts, just like we saw for the Washington Commanders against the Eagles. The last 3 third downs for the Colts was 3rd and 11, 3rd and 8, 3rd and 7, all actually 4 straight missed third down conversions for the Colts. So defensively, the Eagles are doing their job. And I kind of let's a quick reaction to your thoughts on Joseph and Sue.
Yeah, the first drive didn't look great. It's been better since then. I think the run defense has played well. The defense in general has played pretty well aside from that first drive. You would like to not just give up a free touchdown, which, by the way, maybe the Eagles should stop deferring the toss. They've won every toss this year. They always defer, and 2 of the last 3 games they've given up an opening drive touchdown. Obviously against Washington it was the strip sack, but then they gave up a touchdown. Like, maybe just stop putting the defense on the field since they always start bad. But I feel like the defense has settled in. The offense really just has to stop shooting themselves in the foot. And It's just different players. It's not one fundamental issue that keeps happening, but the play calling with Steichen has been pretty poor this half. That's got to improve.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go to some comments. Sean in the house saying, "What's up, guys? Why the hell? Why doesn't what the hell? Why doesn't Sirianni go for it on fourth downs that we had? That he usually goes for it." Quentin says, "Play calling before the half was too basic. You have to convert second and two, third and two there." And I think the loss of Dallas Goedert hurts that so bad, as we talked on the pregame show. Like Dallas Goedert's so instrumental to those RPOs and third and shorts for Jalen Hurts being his like safety blanket. He's not there, so I'm not surprised that it's been a little bit of a struggle to start. Sean says, "Where are the refs when number 48 is going Stolney's?" Yeah, the officiating is the officiating. The Eagles still need to put points on the board. Steven says today is getting a little lack of details. Today's just a little lack of details from a lot of people. I don't care if we're 11 and 10. Just figure it out. I agree, man. So where does the offense go from here, Shane? As we get ready for the second half, what adjustments do you see Shane Steichen kind of making here to get this Eagles team back on track? Because they do have the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, every tight end that's healthy on the Eagles roster stinks, and they should not set foot on the field the rest of the day. This is something I said during the week, though. I expected the Eagles to go more four wide receiver sets and spread the Colts out. I don't. There's a point to condensing sets when you have a tight end that's a weapon. The Eagles do not, so they need to spread it out. It dictates the coverages that the Colts can play. It makes them tip where blitzes are coming from. It tips their coverage, all of that. So spread it out. I mean, Hurts has been involved in the run game. Keep him involved in the run game. You can still run your RPO game from four wide receiver sets. So that's step one to me. Get the tight ends off the field. Get into 10 personnel. With Miles Sanders in the backfield. No more Kenny Gainwell. Put Miles Sanders in the backfield. Your four best receivers out on the field, and let's spread and shred. That would be my approach in the second half.
Yeah, the Eagles are moving the ball. Look at Jalen Hurts' numbers: 10 of 14, 111 passing, 35 yards. I like the couple of design runs from Hurts that have worked really well in their favor. It's kind of we're sitting kind of at the same spot as we were against the Commanders. I know it's a completely different game, but I have the same kind of vibe at least after the first half, in that I'm still confident the Eagles can get this W. They just got to stop shooting themselves in the foot. There's just too many stupid mistakes. You can't be out there just making penalty after penalty and expect anything different. So do the Eagles get the W here?
Yeah, I still feel confident. Of course, I said that at halftime of the Commanders game too, but the Eagles are the better team. They've been killed by some dumb penalties, some I don't know if I can say uncharacteristic mistakes anymore because Jason Kelsey's had a number of poor snap exchanges, but it's just been a litany of mistakes, and the Eagles are clearly the better team. They just have to straighten it out. They've got to stop shooting themselves in the foot.
Yep, I absolutely agree. Derek says, "Why is Gainwell running over Sanders?" Yeah, that was a weird call, right? Like the 1 3rd and short, they had Gainwell out there.
If you want to go 13 personnel in that situation, 3 tight ends on the field, it better be to isolate A.J. Brown on a slant out wide with everybody else in the box. There's no reason to run into a 9 or 10 person box behind 3 bad tight ends with Kenny Gainwell. It just doesn't make any sense.
Shane, I would rather just do back-to-back quarterback sneaks, as stupid as that sounds. Like just do that. Like none of I don't know. I just don't get it.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine being at 3rd and 2 and just QB sneaking to play for the 4th and 1?
Why not? It's unstoppable. What's our like success rate there? Like 90%? Like
yeah, I think it's like 92% conversion rate on 3rd and 4th and 1.
Why not?
QB sneaks. And
God,
to be honest, I do not remember the one that didn't work.
Steven says bad teams play well at this time of year. Good teams don't play up to par often. If there's some positives in this game, is that the Eagles defensively have really kind of took it to the Colts on 1st and 3rd downs, especially in that second quarter. So hopefully, maybe we'll see kind of a big turnover created by the Eagles defense and start to give this Eagles offense some momentum. So that basically wraps it up. Guys, we will be live for post game right when the clock hits 0. Shane, plug your stuff, man.
Yeah, give me a follow on Twitter at @halfandhalf_TPL. I'm live tweeting the game right now. I will be on the BGN post game reaction show. I'll have podcasts coming out there in the midweek as well. So check me. You can check my stuff out on the Painted Lines and on BGN Radio.
Awesome stuff, guys. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you, everyone, for commenting. We will see you in just a little bit. For Shane, for myself,